for the brother. When you were there, I'm sure there's anger with the population and everything there. Resentment, do you see like the anger more towards the Zionist entity, or is it more towards the Muslim rulers around the surrounding countries? What was like the majority of anger?
Yeah, good question. It's directed at both of them equally, but I would say the betrayal, the sense of betrayal is more directed towards the hukam, right? The anger is there. Anger is on both sides against the Zionists who are doing this, against America, who's financing this, who's playing the foreign policy there, and against the Arab rulers. But the sense of betrayal overpowers that, right? Because once you get betrayed by somebody, that is more hurtful than, let's say, the kuffar hurting you. Right. So everybody there recognizes that the Arab rulers have abandoned them. They are the culprit behind this. They're not coming to their assistance. And if you ask them, what is the hal, what is the solution? And they're right to say this. They say only Allah knows. They put their hands up and says Allahu A'lam. And the solution is only from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because they cannot see any other solution, and they have the right to say that. They don't see, I'm just adding to your question, is that, people put hope in the UN, the humanitarian organizations, the Security Council, all these international institutions. They can see that clearly, and they're saying that all of this is nonsense, garbage. They're not come to the aid of anybody, right? They have not done the work that they need to. Right? Sorry?
You're just a band-aid, not an actual solution.
They're not, correct. And they can see that. There's that, you're sending me, you'll see a UN organization symbol there on our car. By the way, when I was there, even the UN convoys were attacked by the Israeli government. So there was a UN convoy that was going to a depot for relief and aid and stuff like that. And for some reason, apparently, I think the driver took a wrong turn and they shot at the UN convoy. They killed the driver and they injured the other worker who was sitting in the back. And that lady, we treated her in the hospital. They were brought in. But even that was attacked. So the way that works there is that if you go off the grid a little bit, you get shot at. And so any medical group that's working or passing by or is moving in Gaza has to be coordinated by the COGAT, by the IDF. So that, okay, I want to go from, let's say, point X to point B, point A to point B. You have to get approval from the Israelis to move. If they don't give you approval, that's it, you cannot. If you do, then it's at your risk of getting shot at. So this was actually pretty common. But yes, the anger is definitely directed at both, but the anger of betrayal, the issue of betrayal is towards the Arab rulers.